watching Big Blue Barbecue and other things I want to do. And you see those clouds? It got some bad weather coming in. Yeah, it's wet out here in the yard, but it's dry under my covered patio where I'm going to be grilling today. All right, look, I'm going to be using my new Monument grill. Monument sent me the grill for demonstration purposes on YouTube for videos such as this, and I really appreciate it. Look, it's a 6-burner grill with a clear view window, and it's got 2 side burners. One's a sear burner, one's a side burner for cooking stuff. And they sent me some accessories, and one of the accessories they sent was this smoker box. Okay, it's beginning to rain now, so I'm gonna have to hurry up. All right, and then when I got the grill, it already came with a smoker box. So I've got 2 smoker boxes. All right, now, I'm gonna do some rotisserie pork loin. I'm gonna make a video about that rotisserie pork loin, but that's not what this video is about. All right, I'm gonna use both smoker boxes. Now there's a big debate. Should it be wet like this weather behind me, or should it be dry like my covered patio? All right, should we soak the wood chips or not soak the wood chips? Now, I normally cook on charcoal. I've used gas grills before, so it's not my first rodeo with a gas grill. But as a charcoal guy, when I put wood chips on the charcoal, I just put them on there. I do not soak them at all. All right, Monument Grills has a video on how to use their smoker box, and they recommend smoking the wood chips. All right. Western Wood Chips, which is the brand I'll be using today, I bought that. They didn't send this to me, okay, has a video where they recommend not soaking the wood chips. So the company that sells the wood chips says don't soak them. The company that sells the grills says soak them. All right, by the way, you're wondering if I'm gonna use hickory or mesquite? Well, you're wrong. I'm gonna use pecan. I got a scientific reason for using pecan. One, I'm from Louisiana and I like pecan. We grow a lot of pecan trees around here. There are some hickory trees, but mesquite, that's all out west, you know. And 2, the pecan bag's open. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use the same amount of wood chips by volume, okay? I'm gonna fill this little container up with wood chips. All right, I got it about as full as I can get it, okay? I'm just using the same amount of wood chips by volume, not by weight. Probably weight would be a fair thing. I got this bowl of water. I'm gonna dump those right into this water, okay? Say that's not enough water. Well, I'm gonna put this lid on it here. If I don't spill it right like that, I'm gonna shake, rattle, and roll, get these wet, and I'm gonna leave them to soak while I prepare the pork loin and heat up the grill, which should be half an hour, maybe even 45 minutes, but they'll be in this water. All right, I'm gonna fill the thing up again. All right, now this container is just about as full as I can get this one. It looks like it was about the same amount as the other one to me anyway. I'll have to go back to the video, maybe slow them down, but I'm gonna go ahead and just put this into the Monument Grills smoker box, just like that right there. I know I got the camera facing up because, all right, can you see that? That's how much it feels in the smoker box. All right, the dry ones are on mine and the left-hand side right here. The wet ones are right there on the right-hand side. This is the center of my grill. My pork loin's gonna be cooking right there on a rotisserie. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and shut these down. You can see I had the same amount of volume, but these have swollen up some since they're damp, all right? So I'm gonna go ahead and shut them. All right, shut both boxes. They gave me 2 boxes, I'm gonna use 2 boxes. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and cut these burners on first. All right, both burners are lit. I'm gonna go ahead and cut on the side burners too and start preheating this grill. Let's look at them. Do you see smoke? I don't see smoke out of either one of them, but maybe we will soon. You look at that. The wet ones are actually smoking first. Oh, nope. I see I let some oxygen in the grill. Now there goes the dry ones. The dry ones are smoking, and I noticed the wet ones first. Maybe those were drying first, but I can see that now. I couldn't really see it through the glass, but I can see it now. They're both smoking, but it looks like I'm getting more smoke. A lot of that may be steam from the wet ones. But those are dry, those are smoking, and these are smoking. So dry, wet. All right, at this point, I'm putting in the pork loin, and I'm going to turn off the 2 burners that are on the outside of the smoker boxes. I'm only going to use the 2 center burners to roast this pork loin on the spit. But at this point, you can see there is smoke coming from the dry chips on the left-hand side, and I don't see any in this video coming from the wet wood chips on the right-hand side. All right, it's just over an hour now since I first fired up the grill. I'm still running the 2 middle ones at about that. The temperature has climbed up to about 375. It was down around 300, 325 when I started. I might turn this back down. You can see that the rotisserie is still going. That's looking good. Let's take a look at these smoker boxes. There's still smoke. You look right there, there's a lot more smoke coming out of the one that was dry. Earlier there was more stuff coming out of the one that was wet. Have the one that was wet burned up? I don't know, but there's more smoke coming out of that one and it's coming out of the side. But there is smoke coming out of the wet one too, so maybe it's about the same. I'll let you decide right there. The wet ones here, those were the wet chips. Those were the dry chips. We're about an hour after lighting the grill. I think it's about time I check that fork line. All right, it's been about 20 to 25 minutes since I turned the grill off, maybe 30, and it's still warm. But I can get my hand down here easy, and I'm that's hot, but I can touch it a little bit to open it up. A lot of the light you see is coming from the LED light that Monument Grills provides. It's over here on the right-hand side. But let's go ahead and look at these real quick. And yeah, that's hot. All right, that's the ones that were dry. And this is the ones that were wet. Yes, that's hot. Actually, it looks like I got more of the dry ones than I got the wet ones. You see, there's the wet ones. Zoom in real quick. And here's the dry ones. They're still smoldering a little bit right there. These look, now there's still some smoldering in the back there. Got more white ash on the wet ones, which is not what I expected. Let me get this camera back in. The wet ones have more white, you can see far more white ash, even with the light there. You know, there's white ash and smoldering, but there's far more there on this one than there is here. Hey now, it's the next day and the clouds are clear, you know, partly cloudy, but it's clear, and the backyard and the patio are both dry. You know what else is dry? Both the wet chips and the dry chips. I haven't opened these since you last saw them on video and I closed them back down. I stuck them underneath the cabinet to the grill there, and I don't remember which one is which. Now, some of that smoke we could have been seeing at the end could have been some of this that's dripping off the side, some of these drippings that were there. Both of these smoker boxes had drippings on the side. So yeah, if that's like that, then I can tell which one it is, because the one with the dripping on this side would have been the dry ones, and the one with the dripping on that side would have been the wet ones. So I guess I can tell. Haha. There's no drippings on the outside of these, you know? So, all right. So now I can tell. I didn't know that. You saw me discover that as a kid. I'm gonna move the camera. We're gonna open this up and take a look at it, okay? And look at them now, all right, the next day. All right, well, looking at them at this old table here, I can tell which one is which now, because that has drippings on that side, so that obviously was the dry chip ones, and this one has drippings on that side, so that obviously was the wet chip ones. So that's what the dry chip ones look like right there. That's what the wet chip ones look like right there. And as you can see, I see more actually turned to ash with the wet chip ones, and I've actually got more wood, or charcoal basically, because we've burned wood without oxygen, in the dry chip ones. You make the choice. Look, there they go, right there. All right. As I went back and looked at some of the footage, because there's a lot more footage that I had that's not in this video, I watched that white stuff coming off of this one early on, and it looks like that's evaporating as I slowed the footage down a little bit. So a lot of that would have been steam, obviously. And I think I had a thinner, bluer smoke coming out of the dry ones earlier than this one. But there you go. It didn't matter a whole heck of a lot, to be honest. But I don't think there's any reason to use wet chips. Western Wood had said in their video, don't soak them. But then I found some others from Western Wood where they said, do soak them. So who knows? You do as you want to do. I'm not going to soak chips anymore. Thanks for watching Big Lou Barbecue.